Hello once again, good sirs and ladies, it's time for another spiffing episode of Lore of the Cards Quickies. Hopefully I can get my head above water, then I can do more work on Dragon Saga. Woo! This episode we'll be looking at a few neutral legendaries. Let's start with one from the current expansion, shall we? Griftah has been found in various locations ever since first being added to World of Warcraft in the Burning Crusade expansion. He started in and around Shatrath, moved to Darkmoon Fair, then to Kunlai Summit, sold a few items of junk in Talador to the ire of the garrison troops stationed there, went to the Hall of Shadows, the Broken Shore, and most recently, Dazar Alor. The closest Griftah has come to a story was during the Burning Crusade expansion. He initially sold his questionable wares from Shatrath's lower city. Clearly, word spread of a vendor selling useless wares, and heroes later saw Griftah being openly questioned on the legitimacy of his wares by peacekeeper Jadar. Griftah was exiled from the city due to the large number of reports about his shady business practices, but he still continued to sell his wares just outside Shatrath city, collaring heroes that passed and asking them about his stall within the city. The stall was guarded by Jadar, while investigator Asric collected evidence for a case against Griftah. However, when it came to presenting the evidence, there was none. It had been stolen away, so while Jadar and Asric argued about who was to blame, Griftah was let back into the city. Griftah only really sells helpful items to fellow rogues in the Hall of Shadows. Otherwise, it's all tat, or grants abilities heroes already have, such as the Soap on a Rope, the Stone of Stupendous Springing, which allows heroes to bound over objects and small gaps, jump basically, and the Polished Pendant of Edible Energy, allowing heroes to gain health and mana from food items, which they can anyway. He did sell one helpful item early on though, the Hula Girl doll, which was used by engineers to craft the epic mount turbocharged flying machine. In Zandalar, he sells more crap, but does sell the Zandalari effigy amulet toy, which if nothing else is a bit of fun. Toshley is a quest giver who was added in the Burning Crusade expansion and could be found in the Blade's Edge Mountains at Toshley's station. Toshley's Hearthstone art is not actually the man himself. It was originally used in the Warcraft TCG to depict Razak Ironsides, another quest giver stationed at Toshley's station. Toshley asks heroes to gather additional energy in creative ways for the Zephyrian Capacitorium, a device which consumes large amounts of energy and can fling heroes to various locations within the Blade's Edge Mountains. Some energy came from capturing electromentals in the area, some from the lightning strikes of wind serpents in the area, and a bit from light orbs stolen from the Razani ethereals. However, when the hero brought the light orbs back from the ethereal's base, all colour drained from Toshley's face. The orbs were made up of nether energy and souls, some of which gnomish. Infuriated, Toshley told the hero to go back to the Razani and slay their leader, Nexus Prince Razan, and take the collection of souls he no doubt owned. They were to show him no mercy. Skycap'n Kragg started off as a Hearthstone original, a legendary pirate entering the Grand Tournament. In the World of Warcraft expansion Battle for Azeroth, Kragg was added to the game as a dungeon boss, meaning he now has a place within canonic Warcraft lore. He is the first boss of the Freehold dungeon. Freehold is a haven for pirates, scoundrels, and any looking to flee the rules and regulations of the Kingdom of Kul'Tiras. One group in particular grew to prominence within Freehold, the Irontide Raiders. Now ruling over the city, they coerced other pirate groups to join them. This alliance of scoundrels began to worry the Kul'Tirians, so they sent heroes to infiltrate the city and kill the leaders of the Irontide. Kragg acts as the city's lookout and is meant to constantly patrol the city skies atop his trusty parrot mount Sharkbait. More often than not, he hangs out in his crow's nest, snoozing and occasionally rousing himself to throw parrot droppings on any passerby, much to his amusement. When heroes first enter Freehold, Kragg tries to dissuade them from travelling further into the city, throwing bombs and having Sharkbait empty his hold upon unfortunate heroes. When it comes to fighting, Kragg attacks in two ways: on the ground atop sharkbait, charging and firing his pistol, or from the air, throwing bombs, shooting, healing up by drinking brew, and diving down on his opponents. Heroes do eventually defeat Kragg, but they're nice enough to leave Sharkbait alive. So, there you have it, the lore behind several neutral legendaries from several different expansions. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, like, share, subscribe, get notified, give to charity, make sure to get plenty of exercise, and give me your life savings by clicking on the link below. Until next time, happy Hearthstoning.